Welcome to the Middle East Peace Update Report. I am Bro Steph, and today is December 16th, 2015. And the report today title is actually a headline. This is from DEPCA files. I'll attach this to the commentary that I will summarize in this report. But here's the headline. U.S. bows to Russian demand to keep Assad in office. Israel follows suit. I want to read just a little bit of this article to you. I won't read it all, but maybe the first couple paragraphs. After two tries, U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry finally turned President Barack Obama away from his four-year insistence that Bashar Assad must go as a precondition for a settlement of the Syrian conflict. Tuesday night, December 15th, the Secretary announced in Moscow, the United States and our partners are not seeking so-called regime change. After Kerry's first try, Obama still stuck to his guns. He said in Manila on November 19 that he didn't believe the civil war in Syria will end while the dictator remains in power. Almost a month went by, and then, Tuesday night, after a day of dickering with Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov, culminating in a joint conference with Putin at the Kremlin, Kerry confirmed this evolution in U.S. policy. The focus now, he said, is not on our differences about what can or cannot be done immediately about Assad. Rather, it is on facilitating a peace process in which Syrians will be making decisions for the future of Syria. This statement brought Washington in line with Moscow's demand for the Syrian president's future to be determined by his own people. On this demand, Iran's Ayatollah Khamenei is even more obdurate than Putin. Well, that's all I'm going to read. As I said in my report, my audio report, in the commentary area, I'll link this article in so you can read the whole thing. Here's what I find interesting. When I turn on the radio, the news, or I look at the major headlines around the world, something keeps reoccurring. The ascent of Russia and the descent of the United States is a reoccurring theme. I mean, did you ever think you would live long enough to see us bow to Russian demands on something so important? So what's going on? What does all of this mean? Here's what I think's going on what the geopolitical means in biblical prophecy. I believe that Ezekiel 38 and 39 is being set up. Now, things in the prophetic world don't get set up overnight. It usually takes a series of months and usually years before we see the complete framework of what God is trying to do. We know that Ezekiel 38 and 39 speaks of an invasion of Israel and speaks of countries that are going to unite together, which will be the Arab nations, North African nations, and Turkey and Russia are going to unite together to make an attack onto the mountains of Israel. And then the Lord is going to defeat the enemies of Israel on the mountains of Israel. They're not even going to make it into the valleys of Israel, according to Ezekiel 38:39. And by the way, side note, I believe Ezekiel 39 really is warning us about Revelation chapter 19 that is going to come. I think Ezekiel 38 is one war campaign, and Ezekiel 39 is a second different war campaign. And if you take Revelation 19 and impose it over Ezekiel 39, it's very interesting that they read very much alike. Remember, the Old Testament tells us of things to come. The New Testament is the commentary for the Old Testament. Side note. Anyway, back to my thought. So I think that we are seeing the development of Ezekiel 38. And as the weeks and months and into 2016 progresses, I believe we're going to see this take even more shape. Now, what happens if, a Republican president gets in or a conservative president? That's not going to stop Russia from controlling the airspace over Syria. And make no mistake about it, Putin isn't there because he's in love with the Syrians. He's there because he wants to control oil supplies and natural gas in the Middle East. And that's why he's there. And I believe eventually he's going to launch an attack into Israel to get their oil that they have recently, over the last 5 years, discovered, which is enough oil to keep Israel in business producing their own oil for hundreds of years. And Putin doesn't want Israel to become his competition in oil distribution. So I think that's what we're looking at. I think that's what we're heading into. And Russia's going to become stronger. The United States will become weaker and less powerful and influential in the world. And the world will become a more dangerous place because the United States will not be as strong as it once was. Hence, the bad players around the world will take advantage of our weakness. And so it looks like Obama has accomplished his goal, and that was to humble the greatest power that the world has known and to destabilize the bully on the block. See, Obama just thinks that the United States is the bully of the world. So I believe privately this brings him joy that we are being humbled in front of the world on the world stage. But we know the end of the story. We know that the Lord Jesus, Yeshua HaMashiach, is going to return. And he will set everything straight. And all of this will be a distant memory in the past when he returns. And I look forward to Isaiah chapter 19, when the Assyrian and the Egyptian and the Jew all get along as one, as brothers. That will be a fabulous day, and that's what I look forward to. When you get time, read Isaiah chapter 19. From the middle of that chapter down to the end. It's a very enlightening prophecy of what's to come, of what Jesus is going to do for the entire world. It's going to be a great day when he returns. Keep looking up. The Lord Jesus is coming back soon. I'll talk to you again real soon. And remember, live out your faith. Share this report, please, with people that you know. God bless you. Talk again real soon. Bro Steph out.